Good day everyone, I'm Hurley Warfare Reviews here, back at it again with my review for the Kefine Clean. But before I proceed, I'd like to thank Kefine for Keyfine, but I'm pretty sure it's Kefine for sending this unit to me in an exchange for a very honest and transparent review. Rest assured that all of my reviews, obviously including this one, will be honest to the core and as independent as it can be. Okay, they have no say or any preview of what I will say, so everyone of you will see this review in real time, including them. Okay, yeah, as you can see, here is the Kefine Clean. As far as I know, si Kefine is a relatively new company, or at a very least sa context ng hobby or ng audiophile hobby, it is a very relatively new company. And definitely this is my first time encountering them in person. The Kefine as a brand, okay? And my first IEM from them is the Clean. And as you can see, here is the Fine Clean in all of its glory and your accessories, except dito sa phone, of course. What you'll get is this box. Yes, this box. Oh, hey. As you can see, that is the box of the Fine Clean. Literally, it is clean. It is very clean and very minimal in design, which I personally like. Some people may not find it na ganun. Probably mas gusto nila is like mas detailed, colored with waifus and stuff. But in my opinion, simplicity is key. And I like minimalist stuff as long as it is well done. Hindi siya like unintentional, but more of an intentional take na minimalist yet premium yung feels. And Liquifine does achieve that dito pa lang sa box. As you can see, it is a DLC diaphragm IEM, and 10mm dynamic driver earphone. Yan, as you can see, this is the Kefine Clean, 107 dB. Yes, 32 ohms. And yes, definitely it translates in real life na madali lang talaga siya madrive. I'll explain it later. Yan, as you can see, ayan yung box. See, it is very minimalist yet alam mong well thought of. It is very premium for its price. And ang price na to is around $50 or $49 to be exact. But I rounded it off as 50, and as you can see, may case pa siyang kasama. So, accessories and inclusions wise, it is a very well done set for $50 in my opinion. Some might say na probably kulang yung accessories na kasama, specifically sa ear tips, which I understand. Kasi if I were to nitpick, yun din yung maninitpick ko sa accessories. But then again, this is $50, so it is quite tolerable or passable to my liking na isang set lang yung ear tips na kasama. Pero ayun, you can always use your preferred ear tips to your liking. So, ang kasama is again, this is hard case. This is a nice touch. And yung ear tips, yes. And yes, this also has a additional tuning nozzle, as you can see. And it is quite detailed as well. Kita nyo yan. Kita nyo yung pattern na yan. It isn't just kind of a screen or a mesh. It isn't just a mesh plugged off. It is well crafted and well detailed. I love those small details in my opinion. I really love that. And ito is may effects sa sound, so I'll discuss it mamaya. And here are the IEMs itself with the cable. And as you can see, in all of its glory, I do like the cable personally. It is one of those minimalist yet premium built cables in my opinion. I love that cable. It is very light, wala siyang microphonics to my ears or to my experience, and meron siyang cable winder. Yes, very minimalist indeed. And here are the IEMs itself. Yes, yung IEMs itself, it is very, very premium to touch. Very hefty. This is metal. I use cold touch technique on this one. It is very, very, it is metal. It is hefty. It is small actually. Maganda yung fit niya sa tenga ko at least. And magaan lang siya despite the heft. Alam mong bakal siya pero hindi siya like mabigat sa tenga. Wait lang, let me focus it. Yan, di ba? And it also has that cute pattern, cute finish pattern, di ba? It is simple, literally clean, and yet clean na clean. Ayan, as you can see. And it does have vents here and there, as you can see. Vents and screws here and there. very minimalist yet very well done yung pagkakagawa, 'di ba? And yung naka-pre-install dito is the silver ear tip. So, there's that. Okay. Overall in physical form sa $50, this is in my opinion, this is on the premium side of $50 when it comes to the overall build quality, the accessories included, and the first impressions pa lang sa box. As for the fit and comfort, again, it is very comfortable sa tenga ko, but to my ears, it is a bit on the smaller side. But do take note, my ears are big. It is on the bigger side. So, for most people is wala silang magiging problem sa fit netong Kifine Clean. Actually, wala naman din ako naging problem at all in my based sa experience ko. I'm just pointing it out na baka maisip nyo na malaki siya in person, but in my opinion, hindi siya malaki sa tenga. It is well done. Even sa smaller ears na nakapag-try neto, they had no problems with it. It is a well done set for the fit and comfort. Even sa drivability. Kasi yung drivability neto, madali lang siya ma-drive. Like literally plug and play sa cellphone, even if wala kang USB dock or dongle, hindi niya nire-require. Pero syempre, alam mo yun, for an additional nice to have things sa iyong everyday carry, a USB dongle or a USB dock would be nice. Kahit 2 VRMs lang na, alam mo yun, yung plug and play. Like for example, yung Kiwi Ears Allegro Mini, J. Kali dongles and such. Yun, it is a nice touch. Pero dito, hindi niya need, pero it's a nice to have. Okay? Now, since bago lang tong si Kifine Clean or itong si Kifine na sa brand, some people might think na maybe yung sound niya is quite tawag doon, it isn't it needs improvement, ganito ganyan. But I honestly and respectfully disagree on that, because for a newer or for a starting brand ng Kifine, this is a very well done or very well tuned IEM for that. Oh, actually nga, even on the IEM itself, the IEM itself alone, the Kifine Clean itself alone is a well done and it is a well tuned IEM. Bakit? Kasi sure, nandun na tayo na this sounds out of the box. It is a balanced sounding set na leaning siya sa warmer side of the spectrum. If I were going to be more specific, it sounds very mild V-shaped warm sound signature, which is a very versatile IEM in terms of sound. So technically, lahat ng genre na you can pull at it will sound decent or will sound really good sa Kifine Clean. However, ayun nga, from its name itself then, it also translates to the overall experience and the sound quality na meron yung Kifine Clean. It is a clean, balanced, warm sounding IEM. In my opinion, at least. Pero yeah, you can always check the other reputable reviews aside sa akin if to see fit or like may common ground or something. But ayun yung finding ko. Yung Kifine Clean, yung clean itself, it really translates sa overall sound din ng IEM na to, which is yun, balanced, warm na, well done. It is very clean, hindi siya mushy. Okay? As for the bass, yung bass is mildly elevated and slightly leaning sa sub-bass bias. So yun, may sub-bass dominant siya slightly. Pero it is well done, it is actually firm, merong detail din as well, but it does not go that deep. Okay, so yung bass heads at heart, probably mag-enjoy dito, but at some point in time, baka makulangan sila. But for most people, they won't have a problem sa bass neto. Actually, to my liking, na nakaka-audition ng nearly bassy IEMs most of the time, it is more than enough pa nga eh. Oh, it's just that hindi lang siya, hindi lang siya kasing like ear thumping or dumadagong-dong yung bass niya. Kasi nga, well done yung bass nito. Malinis yung bass. At the same time, hindi siya kulang for most instances, scenarios, context, or any genres. In my opinion, never siya nagkulang. Pero again, at the end of the day, the preference is always the key. So, ayun nga, sinabi ko na from a bass head's perspective is hindi nila gaano ma-appreciate to ng matagal, but they will appreciate it right out of the bat kasi nga ang linis ng bass nito. Okay? So it also means na ayun, if I am going to nitpick, I would have liked an additional bit of a punchiness to it, yung mid-bass. Mas okay sana if like dinagdagan nila ng mid-bass to it to, alam mo yun, to make things more punchy para mag-equal na yung level ng sub-bass at mid-bass. But I do respect yung pag-tune nila nito and probably ganun talaga intended tuning. It's just a nitpick actually. It isn't really a deal breaker. Para sa akin. I don't mind at all. Pero syempre, reviewer tayo and we have to nitpick things. Even on the budget side of things. Apparently. But oh well. Okay, as for the mids, yung mids is mildly recessed lang siya. Pero hindi siya like recessed kasi tuned siya to be recessed. Kaya, in my opinion, kaya lang siya naging tunog recessed because of the mild sub-bass elevation. Because it is sub-bass. So, ayun, despite na ganun nga na may recession siya, I never find it to be drowning. Or I never find it to sound boxy at all. No, not at all. Even yung warmth, wala nga siya ganong warmth. Pero, sabihin natin may katiting. Pero yung mahalatamang warmth na warmth agad, wala. Unless na babaran mo. Which also means na literally clean siya. Wala siya ganong mid-bass bleed. And that's a plus. Okay? And that also means na wala ganong additional thickness or additional na, yun nga, nakapal yung male vocals or yung instruments na nasa lower mids. So, most of the time, it is transparent but far from being uncolored, if I'm making sense. Okay? Now, as for the upper mids, yung upper mids nito is mildly elevated but not as elevated with katulad ng sub-bass. Actually, katulad din siya ng treble. Hindi siya super elevated. But at the same time, alam mong nandun yung presence. Never natabunan yung presence or never nagkulang. Okay? There are instances na may mild peaks and sibilants dito sa region na to. Particularly sa sibilant prone tracks. Lalo na mas evident siya sa mga CD RIP files ko and sa CD files ko and sa CD player ko. So, meron siyang ganon. However, it isn't really a deal breaker unless na lang very, very sensitive yung tenga mo sa extra/boosted upper frequencies. So, do take a note of that. But based dun sa napagpatrayan ko na sensitive din sa tenga, sensitive din yung tenga niya sa upper frequencies na extra, he did not had a problem. Siguro ang naisip niya lang or ang foreseeable lang niyang scenario is pag halimbawang matagal mo siya ginamit, plus super sensitive yung tenga mo. Like, let's say, ginamit mo siya 1 hour. Ayan, 1 hour or 2 hours na tuloy-tuloy tapos nasa higher than usual volume ka pa, doon probably magkakaroon ka ng problem when it comes sa fine clean. Doon nga sa mild peaks and sibilance niya. And just do take note na yung pre-installed, ulitin ko, is the silver. Yung silver nozzle. Yung silver mesh nozzle. So, wala pa tayo dun sa black. But, I'll compare it para alam nyo kung ano yung tunog din nun. Okay? Now, as for the treble, yung treble is well extended. May decent air naman, may decent splash and crash, may mild peaks pa rin, but it isn't as apparent dun sa upper mids. So, that's a plus to me, lalo na sa price na to. Tapos, yung resolution niya and yung detail retrieval is actually above average. Okay? Meron siyang detail or nuances na madaling marinig. Mas madali siya marinig compared sa IEMs na wala ganong detail or parang yung common lang sa price na to. Okay? Now, as for the technical performance, yung technical performance niya is okay. Actually, slightly above average to my liking dahil nga dun sa malinis na character niya, and yet it is fun sounding. But at the same time, it isn't the sharpest tool in the shed. Sa price na to, like under $50. It is not the sharpest tool in the shed. So, do expect a mild hiccups or a mild congestion here and there sa very busy passages, like for example, yung sa Mikanse kang Keyoku ng One Ok Rock. I'm sorry if I'm murdering that one. I'm really sorry kasi I can't speak or I can't read Japanese. And at the same time, yung Let Me Hear ng Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas. Something like that. Basta ayun. So, doon medyo like naghihingalo siya. There are times na very congested yung passages. Yun sa Asphyxia ni Koshinwe. Again, I'm murdering that one, sorry. Meron siyang instances talaga na magko-congest. But at the same time, it is far from being unbearable. Actually, mahalata mo lang talaga siya if you pay attention talaga, or if ikukumpara mo siya sa mas technical set, which is kind of unfair sa price na to actually. But yeah, you do you if you want to compare. Ako, I compared because I review IEMs. Pero for most people, probably yung $50 nila is for one IEM only lang. And I understand that. And the Kefine Clean performs with flying colors on that one. Oh, I assure you that. Okay. So, anong tunog nito with the black filter installed? Well, yung black filter, ang ginagawa niya is it made the sound more neutral. Mas leaning na siya sa bright this time. So, yung bass niya is mas punchy. Nagkaroon ng punchiness to it. Additional, yung mids niya is like, let's say, mas umabante. And yun, mas nagleaning siya sa bright. Yung technical performance niya, of course, is mas na-improve din, but not by a lot. Pero ramdam mo na mas lumuwag yung tunog. Ayan. And yung imaging, actually, halos pareho pa rin naman eh. Mas precise lang lalo yung imaging pag yung black filter. But at the same time, mas apparent na yung peaks and harshness niya. Mas maririnig mo na, and mas hindi na siya, like, let's say, hindi na siya, less tolerable na siya when compared dun sa una. Para sa mga very sensitive yung tenga sa treble. Okay, so that's a thing. So, saan siya maganda i-compare? When it comes to comparisons, we'll compare it din within sa price niya. Like, for example, yung SIMGOT EW200. Definitely, mas linear yung tunog nun, mas bright, and at the same time, mas extended yung treble. Yung technical performance niya is also much better when compared dito sa Kefine Clean, but not by a lot. Bawi lang talaga si SIMGOT EW200 dahil sa soundstage kasi malawak yung soundstage ng EW200 in my opinion. Okay, ang next natin i-compare, pero actually, on the works pa rin to. Yeah, sige, wag muna yung on the works. Sige, yung HiDis ST2 Nebula na lang. Kasi yung HiDis ST2 Nebula is announced at around $50 then as well. So, there's that. So, on a nutshell, si Kefine Clean and HiDis ST2 Nebula shares nearly the same sound signature. Mas V-shape lang si ST2 Pro Nebula. Yung bass niya is mas elevated din, but at the same time, yung mids din is mas recessed when compared dito sa Kefine Clean. And at the same time, mas, anong tawag doon, mas controlled, mas ramdam mo yung amount of control and firmness ng Kefine Clean sa overall sound. Mas ramdam mo yung authority niya when compared sa ST2 Pro Nebula. So, kasi yung ST2 Nebula, hindi mo alam kung may time na, okay, magiging civilian to or babayo yung bass dito at some point in time. But it is very predictable kasi nga, very firm. Very firm siya sa tunog when it comes dun sa control ng overall sound. Okay. So, anong verdict ko dito sa Kefine Clean? For a starting brand or a relatively new brand, this is a very, very well done actually. It doesn't feel na parang brand new lang tong brand na to. It felt na parang it has been a while since the Kefine has been releasing IEMs, like let's say 2 to 3 years na sila sa game. But at the same time, yeah, very very excellent for its price talaga yung Kefine Clean. Lalo na madali lang siya ma-drive, all-rounder yung tunog. They pretty much listened actually to the feedback of the customer. Siguro kaya ganun yung tunog niya. Like, alam mo yun, I won't be nitpicking. This is a good set. I'm not hyping it or anything. The sound speaks for itself kasi, in my opinion Yung tunog niya talaga sa $50 or actually $60 is one of the most controlled and one of the most matured and firm sound. Which will make people most of the time na ma-appreciate yung tunog ng gantong type ng IEM. Not to mention din na premium din yung build quality niya, and binigyan ka pa ng option if you want to take things up a notch, which is yung additional nozzle. So, I will wholeheartedly recommend the Kefine Clean for those people who just wants an all-rounder IEM. Now, nearly none lacking under $50. Siguro ang lacking lang this time sa Fine Clean is probably an additional ear tips. Pero yung ear tips na yun, itong ear tips na kasama is more than enough pa nga eh. But ayun, you may always use your preferred ear tips. Like for example, yung preferred ko is the Duno SNS or the Triclarions or the KB Ear OH. So, or the Tangzu Sankai. So, you may always use your preferred ear tips. But on its own, it is a already well done or already a well-tuned set. Mm-mm. Wala ka na magiging problem dito. Like, plug and play and call it a day. Ganun na lang talaga siya kadali i-recommend. I personally recommend that. And that ends my review for the Kefine Clean. Again, I'd like to thank Kefine for sending this unit to me in an exchange for a very honest and transparent review. Rest assured, again, na all of my reviews, including this one, are transparent to the core, and as much as possible, I'd like these unfiltered or uncolored. Kasi nga, I cater Filipino reviewers din, or Filipino audiophiles na like baguhan sa hobby and does not want anything na parang binabato sila ng jargon. So, as much as possible, ako yung parang nagiging bridge for it. Kasi most of the time, you won't be describing the sound na battery bass or something like that. No. Ang maririnig mo lang, this is bassy. This is smudgy. Mga ganito, ganyan. So, I am bridging that gap, di ba? Okay? And the next review will be this one. This is a long due kasi ano na din to eh. This is a very, very premium high-EM. Okay? Kaya, anong tawag doon? I'm building up this high-EM na like this one. The Rose Techniques QTX. Oh, kasi I can just like, anong tawag doon? I won't give justice if ipopost ko yung review nito right away, 'di ba? So I am taking my time with the Rose Techniques QTX talaga. And so far so good. That's a good sign. Okay? And see you on the next one.